Welcome back, everybody. Here I am on the back porch. So much going on in the world of Blackstone. It's really exciting. I know last year, you might remember all the new griddles, all the new accessories. So today we're just making lunch. So we can just do a simple, easy stir-fry lunch. The kids wanted stir-fry, no joke. They got the ingredients out. So here I am to cook it. But let me show you this real quick. Come over here. Check this out. Look what just showed up at the house over here. This is the brand new Blackstone 17-inch griddle with air fryer. That is the adventure ready, the new travel adventure ready griddle. It's incredible. And so stay tuned for that. But what we got going over here is a Blackstone 36-inch griddle. I got it on high. As a rule of thumb, when you're doing stir fry, I always like to say high heat. The higher the better, right? So just like when you're going to a Chinese, local Chinese takeout place and you're getting that Chinese food that you love so much, they always have it cooked in like 10 minutes or less, and that's what we're going to do right here. So we're starting out with a little bit of oil. This is a mixture of olive and canola oil, and it's not measured. It's probably 75 to 25 ratio, but I just kind of dump a little bit in there as it gets empty. So griddle on high, and I put down a little bit of oil. Now what's going to take the longest when you do stir fry is meat. Now this is unfortunately only about a third of the way frozen. This happens to be some ground beef. You know me, I'm all about the wild game, and we're doing lots of wild game lately since we just got done with our hunting season. But I just pulled this out of the freezer. I literally opened our kitchen freezer, pulled the quickest thing out. I ran this underwater for like 10 minutes. It's about 1/3 frozen, okay? So this can be done with steak, this can be done with chicken, this can be done with just about anything. And I will grab my spatulas over here. Right there. So this, as you can see, semi-frozen. This is gonna take a few seconds, right? One thing we can do, this is real life, folks, is put a little bit of water underneath the hood like this and close the hood. And we can allow that to I guess, thaw a little bit. While we're doing that, we can also check out the new Blackstone, right there, the Sear and Serve Sauces. I used this in a video recently and one that I have coming up, so I might use the Korean sweet fire today. But if I do, I have to remember to use a little bit less because it is a little on the spicier side, and I'm cooking for kids here today. So let's go back to the griddle top real time here, folks. There we go. So again, the meat is what's going to take the longest, but look at that, it's coming off really quick, okay? There we go. A lot of people would take this meat, or they would think, you know, I forgot to thaw meat, I can't do this dish, so it's going to have to wait till I thaw it tomorrow. Not at all. Just run it under water for a little bit if you're doing ground meat, for instance, and then just throw it straight down on the griddle top like that. Look how easy that stuff starts to thaw out, okay? So that meat will be down there. We'll come over here to this side of the griddle, and we'll put down a little bit of oil over here. And I've got some veggies. I took 5 minutes. This took me 5 minutes. I did not plan for this. Refrigerator, my son Aaron pulled out broccoli and carrots. I pulled out 2 bell peppers and an onion. So we're going to dump that straight down here in the oil. Okay. If you need to add a little extra oil, that's fine. Again, I'm using the olive canola blend, but you don't have to use olive and canola. You could be using avocado oil, sunflower oil, sesame oil, whatever you want to use. All right, the meat over here is really good now. We're pretty much at the halfway point there. It's almost out. Let me get you to back up a little bit so I don't get a splatter on the camera. There we go. Christmas week, by the way. Check it out. I'm all about those Lazy One shirts, so shout out to all of our friends out in Logan, Utah. The mistletoe got this a couple years ago at the Lazy One outlet. Okay, so that meat is getting good. You can see, look, they're real life, folks. They even got a bell pepper mixed up with it. We're going to combine these in a second. These veggies aren't going to take long at all, all right? Meat is cooking away. In the middle, we're going to go down with my noodles. And today I'm going to use these. Now, I'm not an expert Asian chef. So I've always called these Hokkien noodles. Maybe it's Hokkien, I'm not quite sure, but you buy these in the grocery store. You know, I'm always peddling, free of charge, I would add all the udon noodles, the soba noodles, but Hokkien is another great one. They're a little more thin, okay? And if you read straight from the instructions, of course, water, wheat, flour, sunflower oil, the usual things that you might expect in a stir-fry noodle. So those are gonna go down in the middle, okay? Veggies are looking real good. Now, when you're doing stir-fry veggies, you do want them to have some crunch in them. You don't want to actually get these things to saute down, to wilt down till chew, I guess. They're like a fajita veggie. We're not looking to do that. We do want a little bit of snap in those, okay? So, real life here, folks. Okay, the meat here, again, give or take a few percentage points. We're at 80%. Okay, so this is timing out right. When you're doing stir fry, it's all about managing your griddle, moving things around, and realizing, okay, the meat's coming up quick. I got to get going quicker on these noodles like this. If you guys think I'm hyper right now, that's because I'm a hyperactive guy. So, and if you're just joining my channel, a shout out. Thank you so much. My name's Todd. We live in Monument, Colorado. I've been called America's Griddler. Been cooking on Blackstone Griddles for around 8 years or so, something like that. And blessed, I've got to griddle on my Blackstone in over 30 states. I think 30, maybe 31 or 32 different states right now. We have a good time. We do demos when you can do demos. This past year we've been traveling with the Adventure Ready van and having a good time across America, filming adventure cooking videos. So really good. You can see there's still a little bit of pink in there. That's ground beef right there from Colorado. The noodles are looking good. What's nice about these Hokkien noodles, the soba noodles, what's the other one called? Udon noodles, is they really take on the flavor of whatever you're cooking. So, you know, the noodle by itself, kind of plain, but then as soon as it gets the oil, the canola oil, it gets the meat, it gets the veggies in there, the stir-fry sauce, it really just soaks up that sauce, and they are just the most delicious. The kids love them. So once again, you can buy those in the Asian aisle in most of your grocery stores. I picked these up at Walmart. So when you're at Walmart picking up your new air fryer combo this year or next year, whatever, or your new accessories, you can pick some of these up. They're on the shelf and they're not refrigerated, but there are some stores that sell versions of these that are refrigerated. So look around, and I don't know, you know, what your local grocery store chain offer where you live. All right, how's it looking, Kim? All right, thank you. You know what I forgot? I always forget something, folks, but it's not too late. I forgot garlic. Woo! Yeah, my goodness. So good thing I have my garlic paste, okay? People, don't get grossed out over garlic paste. A lot of people hear that and they go, oh my goodness, that's gross. It's the closest thing that you can get to fresh garlic if you're in a hurry. It's better than jarred garlic. It literally is just vegetable oil with garlic. So we're gonna mix that straight up with our meat, which by the way looks just about done, okay? So now we're gonna combine these. I was looking at the lens to make sure we weren't getting grease on it. Sometimes I get the camera so close, I get a little grease on it. Okay. There we go. That looks amazing, folks. Now we're gonna go down with our Blackstone, here we go, our Sear and Serve. You think we should do teriyaki since we're doing for the kids? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Teriyaki Sear and Serve Sauce, of course, again, available at Walmart. You always want to put the stir-fry sauce if it has sugar in there. There's a little bit of sugar in here. Put it on at the end because it's going to caramelize real quickly, and you don't want all that sugar to just turn to, you know, like black ash on your griddle top. So come on in here for this, Kim. This is real time. Remind me, Kim, to take a still shot when we're done, so I have a thumbnail. Okay, so I'm going to put that on. You can immediately see that sugar cooking in. Okay. This is a super duper quick lunch, a quick dinner. If you had snow peas, if you had sugar snap peas, you could have added it. You could have added spinach to bulk this up. You could have added kale, shallots. You could have added so many different things to this. Zucchini, okay? That's done right there. Okay, here we go. Boo. Yeah. So one reason why I love doing these, you know, these kind of one-take videos is just to show you folks how, thanks Kim, how easy it is to cook on the griddle. You know, first-time griddlers, again, shout out to you if you're watching. I get so many messages from you that you're intimidated by the griddle. You're intimidated because you've never cooked on one, right? So I can understand that. But it really is simple, as you can see here. No camera trickery. I'm not going to have to spend 2 to 4 hours editing this video because we are essentially done. So come over here. There we go. I'll come over here so you can see me. All right, and if you want to, for presentation, I mean, this could be sprinkled with herbs, you know, and we'll just put a little more, take one look at that if you want to see it. The sesame teriyaki, again, the new Korean sweet fire is good as well, but there's a little spicier, you know, on the spice scale, that's a 5 or a 6 at least, and sweet teriyaki, of course, is just a nice citrus, sweet teriyaki flavor. So Kim can get a picture of me getting a picture of this. Let's do that real quick. Let's see here. Real time here, friends. Let's see if I can do this. We'll shove that right there. There we go. Get that out of the way. We want this to look pretty. And you know what? I think I changed the ratio because I was just trying to do, oh, this is really real time, friends. There we go. Okay, we're back in business. All right, so there we go. So take a look at that. Let's grab a fork, let's get in there and let's give it a try. I mean, what's more to say? You want to be quick when you're doing stir fry. You don't want your vegetables to turn to mush. Please don't let them turn to mush because you want it to taste good. And you know, everything, these onions are going to be crunchy. The veggies are going to be crunchy. They're cooked, by the way, but they're going to be nice and crunchy. So here we go. The dogs are barking. Somebody commented in one of my videos last year, they said, ooh, the neighborhood dogs are howling, you know it's good. Look at that. Here's something hanging down there. Let's give it a try. Delicious. Again, this is a suggestion. If you don't like broccoli, don't use broccoli. Broccoli could just as soon be cauliflower. If you don't like cauliflower, you know, you get the point. Oh, it's so good. The teriyaki really is good, folks. It has a real nice, you know, I've used the Mr. Yoshida sauce for years, right? I've been talking about that on YouTube for 8 years. This is nothing like Mr. Yoshida's at all. 100% different direction, but it is sweetness. It does have the sweetness of the teriyaki, but it does have a citrus kick to it. So that is really nice. It kind of takes it in a different direction, and I love it. So, one last look. So, assuming that the video doesn't air out or anything, this will be a one-take video. Drinking I love this stuff, alkaline water, by the way. Just really was excited to show you guys a simple, easy lunch, how easy it is to make stir fry in the Blackstone. I suppose you want me to show you how to clean the griddle. We can do that real quick. Kim, take them over to that unsightly griddle. So when people are cooking stir fry, obviously stir fry would arguably be one of the messier things you can make on the griddle. And what makes it even more messy is the fact that you do have all that caramelized sugar on there. You can see that, I talked about it earlier. It turns to black ash, okay? First thing you want to do, you want to have a griddle scraper or something like this. I like to have a longer handled scraper, like this one with a sharp edge. And this will take you, you know, once you get good at this, you'll be doing this in about a minute. But you just go like this. We're not digging in. This isn't a restaurant stainless grill. We have a built-up seasoning that we want to protect. So we want to scrape everything off, but we don't want to actually dig in there and ruin our seasoning, okay? Now, I don't have the timer running, and I'm talking, going a little slower, but you can just get an idea of how easy this is, okay? So essentially, you want to get all of it off. You want to scrape to get all that gunk off your griddle top. Then you want to grab some paper towels or cotton rag or something. You might want to consider using gloves. I'm taking a risk here. It's a hot griddle. If I slip, I could burn myself. So maybe you want to wear one of our Blackstone gloves. They work great. Or a welding glove or something. You want to get all that gunk off your griddle top, like so. Grab whatever cooking oil it is you're using. The griddle doesn't care. And this is how you're going to maintain that beautiful seasoning. The griddle is already super hot, so you don't have to let the burners go to let this quote-unquote burn off. It's going to be hot. It's a 55-pound plate of steel, and this will burn off and continue to build our seasoning. So there you go, folks. That is a perfectly seasoned griddle. So thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, this is Todd, my wife Kim, behind the camera. We're saying praise the Lord. Pass the stir fry. And I realized I forgot to season this on camera, so a little bit of salt, and if you like it, pepper. I'm all about the black pepper. Bam. See you next time, everybody.